Hi people, and welcome to a training video. Now it's a bit of a talk and a bit of a training video as well. You'll see me often warm up with this, and you know what, why do I only use it as a warm-up tool? When I was younger, this is what I used to use. Do you know when I talk about that I used to use bull worker but I couldn't use it because I couldn't squeeze it, so I give up? And I talk about chest expanders, I couldn't pull them, so I give up. And I've only recently discovered them in my old age. Well, this piece of kit here, I could squeeze it as a youngster, and I actually used to train with it. So I'm going to do a video about what I used to do, because this is a very versatile piece of kit. It's brilliant. Now, it's not very strong, but once you get working out with it, it doesn't have to be that strong. So I'm going to get set up. I'm going to set the camera up in another area, and I'm going to get training. And you'll get a shock. What do they used to call this? I've heard a lot of names. I've heard XY, chest expander, and I've heard scissor grip expander. Now, when we bought this, it wasn't called that. So anybody out there from my area who knows what this was called, when I bought it from White Arrow Catalogue, well, I didn't buy it, the brother did, but I used it. But I'm going to do a workout with this. I normally warm up, and it's a big waste of time just to warm up on it, 'cause it's a right piece of kit. Right, so off we go. Let me introduce you to this. Now, what I used to do as a youngster, you've got this plate on here that screws to these things here, these holes. Now, the higher up on there it is, the harder it is to squeeze. So when you put them down there, it's easier to squeeze. But what I realised as a kid, when I couldn't squeeze it, I just found a bit of a hack, and I just took a spring off. And squeezed it without a spring on. So it just saved that time messing about, changing springs and messing about with those wing nuts, because I used to think they were a pain. And when you did put it down there, it made the machine off balance. I don't know anybody out there that used this as a youngster, but when you put these springs down there, it made all the machine off balance. It was like a rubbish feeling. Right, so I'm going to show you a few exercises with this that you can do. First exercise, so imagine it's your power spring. This is the same exercise. So upwards, squeeze. 1 and hold. 2, hold. 3, hold. 4, hold. Now you can put one leg in front of the other. 5, hold. And then drop your elbows, and it becomes the most muscular. 6, 7, 8, 9, I love that sound. 10, I used to think machine were going to break on me. So that's that version there, So now you can hold it out in front of you as well, but it's hard. So you take a spring off at top, take a couple off. Easy as that, without messing about with them, Hold it out front, squeeze, put a spring back on. Too easy. But you see how quick it is to do it? Easy peasy, So hold out straight. 1, 2, 3, tense your abs. 4, 5, 6, 7, keep your arms straight if you can. 8, 9, 10. Now, when you put your arms out straight, you find it becomes like a fly machine. So it does inner and outer, and it brings all your shoulders into play. So if you imagine you're in the gym and you're on a flying machine, holding your arms out that way, does exactly the same. It does inner and outer chest. So now you've done that, you can put your spring back on. And then you can turn it upside down. So imagine when you have your power twisted upside down, it's the same thing, so close to chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we take a spring off. Yeah. Take it off at the top, it becomes a lot lighter than if you take it off at the bottom. So we hold it upside down again, and we go arms out, yeah, and then just curl it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that becomes a really big pump. Yeah, it does all the bottom of your chest, but it also does these knots here. Yeah, you've realised what that does. It's just an amazing pump. Now, already I hope you've noticed that the versatility of this. I've done different exercises. I've changed weight on exercises like that, yeah. Whereas if you've got a power spring and you can't do it, then you can't do it. You've got to buy another power spring. This is good for all those. Right, so this next exercise, very similar to that one, where you're pushing that way, yeah, but you turn the hands round. So you basically, imagine you've got it like that, and then you basically flip it like that. Now what you'll notice straight away is you get a lot of biceps and shoulders. Yeah, but you also get lower chest, so squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what you'll find there is a lot of forearm activation, lower bicep activation, in fact, around about that mark there, yeah, shoulders, chest, there, yeah. That's a very good variation. Be careful of this one though. When you do this one, make sure you're warmed up, because it is very odd feeling when you've never done it before. Right, so this next exercise, I took one spring off just to make it a little bit easier, yeah. So you hold it like an archer, so you hold that arm first, yeah. Grab that bar and then pull. Yeah, so you keep this arm doing nothing really but holding, and you pull with this arm, yeah. It's a very small movement, yeah. Don't expect it to be like your chest expander, but it does do like a forearm, bicep, and if you try, it does incorporate lats. So you've got to use your lat, follow your lat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and swap. Does get rear delt as well. I've got a bad shoulder, me, and it's trained that muscle that's really bad on me for some reason. Didn't expect that. Right, so get a good grip and pull with your lat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically, what I've just done with that, I would have to get the chest expanded out, yeah? So I've done a power spring exercise, a couple, and I've done a chest expanded exercise. This is how versatile this is. This is the piece of kit, really, to be honest with you, when you go on holiday, is all you need to take. Right, so there's a chest expander workout where you hold your hands above and you pull down to there, yeah. This is similar, but it's a more shortened version. You can't do the full movement, but it still does the lats. So you've got to be careful with your ceiling, so you can't just hold it up in there. So you hold it wrists inverted like that, and you hold it there, just above you, yeah. And then pull to there, yeah. 2 on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't be tempted to pull it harder and let the handles cross, because you'll end up wearing this. So let the handles meet, don't be tempted to let them pull across. When you use a chest expander, yeah, you do that movement, but you haven't got a chest expander, you've only got this. Right, so you grab it. I've got only 2 springs on, it's quite an hard movement. Only 1 spring now, but let's put it back on. So, grab there, pull with your lats. 1, 2, 3. The only thing that ever annoyed me with this, you can't grip it, because it pulls the grip out of your hand just the way the bar goes, so I always hold it with my thumbs on top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that did right across my front delts, yeah, but it also did lats and a little bit of traps. Very good exercise that. Right, so while we're still on back and lats, I've got 3 springs on. Yep. Imagine when you're at a gym, you do dumbbell rows to there. Yeah. Well, we're not at a gym, or we were on holiday and we've only got this piece of kit. So, 1 foot in front of the other. Slightly bend that knee, yeah. Lean forward, we straight back. Hold this hand there, straight, and then pull to your lat until it meets. Yep, 1, 2. You can steady it on your leg if you want, so it doesn't move. 3, 4, just don't slip. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap arms, steady on your leg if you want, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the the good thing about this machine is that it does a lot of grip strength, forearm strength, yeah, because you're forever stabilising it. So when I used to use this as a young'un, yeah, I had forearms like Popeye. And you know what? I really regret leaving home, because I left home and I left this at home, and I've only just recently got it back. But I was thinking the other day, I always warming up with this thing and I never do a workout with it. And I used to. This was my gym, just this. It's unbelievable. I need to get it out and use it more often, because it's ace. Right, this next movement is an upper chest movement. So we've done this before, haven't we? And we can do it above his head before. But if you turn your hands that way, yep, and turn the machine straight up over your head, but at an angle like that, yeah, and then start squeezing. Yep, what it does is inner upper chest. So that did upper inners, it did a lot of shoulders, and it did biceps, yeah, so that's a fantastic movement. So already we've trained chest, lats, we've trained back, we've trained shoulders, forearms, yeah. So next exercise is, yeah, so let's do some curls. So basically you can hold it there and curl, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can hold it there and curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So swap arms, hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I always prefer holding it there because it's a more realistic curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so this next exercise, curl again, yeah, hold there and just curl in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice I've got my hand, I turn the hand so it's more like a curl. Yeah, I don't just hold that, I turn it and kind of, yep, so you get a curl out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this next exercise is a little bit awkward, but it's a bit like a dip, yeah. So it's triceps. So you hold it there, yeah, and push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and swap over. So what I'll do, I'll bent leg, tuck that hand into that leg, yeah, so it doesn't slip, and then shoulder high, press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the thing about these exercises, you won't find them in a manual. I played with this as a kid, 15-year-old, and I discovered all these exercises just by using it as a versatile machine. I call them instinctual machines. Yeah, I instinctively thought, I want to train my triceps, I'll try that, and I want to train my biceps, I'll try that, and that's what I did with this machine. And it's so versatile, it's untrue. Yeah, the amount of people I see just doing this and this is untrue. Yeah, there's loads, and I'm going to get some more for you. Right, so we've just done the push down one that concentrates more on the triceps, but now there's one from front that concentrates on shoulders. So you hold it with a front position, yeah, and just squeeze down. 1, 2. It's a very similar thing, but different. 3. You can rest it. You can turn your hand the other way on this side and rest it there. It's just easier to control machine. 4. Strings come off. Hang on. I thought it got too light. Right. Off we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And then swap sides. Tense your abs as well, yeah. I love that sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, what I just did there was I took it away from the leg so everything will grip, and it just turned into a different animal altogether. 9, 10. But if you want to do that, I suggest you take a couple of springs off. So let's take a spring off. Let's try that with a spring off. So you haven't got it on your leg now, yeah, it's just all grip, yeah. Take another spring off. Right, so now it's all grip, yeah. Pure grip, yeah, so it's away from legs. One, that's better. Two. Now, I don't do much for shoulders. Does a bit of triceps, but the thing is, you're training your grip. Yeah, so it's a different exercise now. It's more grip. As you get stronger on that, add a spring, and eventually you'll be doing it without having it resting on your legs and the springs come off. That's the only thing that used to annoy me about this. If you just let it go too far, the spring would come off. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But look, I'm not resting on a 9. That becomes pure grip. Yeah. So for the strength, more springs, rest on your leg. But for the grip, don't rest. And then you get your grip strong. Yeah. Right, so this exercise is for inside chest, yeah. So you hold it out there. Yep, arm slightly bent. This hand just push towards that hand. 1, 2. I'm going to add a spring. It's too easy. I might regret that, but it is too easy. Right. So push towards there, yeah. Get a good grip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap. So arm out, yeah. Now what that trains is forearm, bicep, shoulder, inner chest. So the arm out, yeah, and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if you don't rush that one, that's a brilliant chest exercise, that. Probably one at best. But it's best as a finisher because you're tired and it just really works. Works better as a finisher than as a starter. When you're nice and warmed up, it really does bring your chest into play. Right, so remember when we pulled it that way? Yeah. You can reverse your hands and you can pull it that way. So reverse your hands and pull it that way, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Right, so what does that train? That trains muscles you've never ever seen before. It trains a muscle in here, a tendon in there and there. It strengthens that whole corner joint up. So don't do that thinking it's like a back exercise. It's not, it's a joint exercise. And it trains that, and you'll feel it. And it makes you feel a bit sick because it's not used to working. But that is what will cure imbalances when you've got strong forearms here. It sorts loads of imbalances out and it makes your chins better eventually. But it is a very weird exercise. Right, this exercise, I've only got 2 springs on. Yeah, you don't need many, because don't forget, we're training all the same body parts repetitively and constantly. Yeah, we're either training a bit of back, a bit of chest, a bit of shoulder, a bit of biceps, a bit of triceps and a bit of forearms, yeah. So don't worry about the weight, it's not about that. So with this exercise, it's like an upright row exercise, yeah. So you hold the machine, slightly straight, yeah, twist your wrist, don't let it hang like that, twist it like that, and then slightly bend your elbow to get the groove and pull up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, trained a lot of delts, front delts and tricep and grip. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have to play with that one to get your range of motion, yeah? Don't just do it like I've done it, 'cause if it's not your range of motion you won't like it. You need to play with the machine and find it. Right, this next exercise, very difficult, so go light, yeah, it's for the chest. It's a bit like, imagine this machine, you've done that machine, haven't you, where you're like that, and there's a machine where you can have your elbows bent and do that, yeah? You can do the same with this, but be very, very careful. Grip it, there, tuck that into your elbows, on your forearms, there, yeah? And then gently pull your elbows in, gently, don't slip. 1, 2, 3, hang on, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very difficult exercise that, yeah. Be careful. Don't rush it, don't go too heavy. Yeah, but it does, it brings a lot of there in it, lower chest, a ton of shoulders, yeah, bit of forearm, a bit of everything really, and it does the inside, it does your rotators as well. This last exercise, but it is by no means the last exercise you can do with this kit. Play around with it, there's loads. But if you imagine, you've got dumbbells at gym, bent over, and you're doing that, yeah? So, 1 spring only. Grip it there and grip it far out, as far out as you can. Pull your shoulder blades back and squeeze, yeah? And a subtle movement using your shoulders out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice my elbows bending, straighten them. 7, 8, and that's all I've got in them, yeah. If you do them right, it really hurts deep inside, back of your delts, your rear delts, yeah. Really painful exercise on just 1 spring as well. Right, that's it. Versatile little machine, yeah. One that I always go, I'll warm up on this. What a mistake. Right, you can pick these up on eBay. They're very few and far between. Now I've got one last tip for you. So you've loaded all, I'll just show you alt springs, yeah. So you've loaded this up with alt springs, yeah. And this is why I fell out of favour with this machine, yeah, when I was younger, because this became too easy, right? And that's the only thing that let it down for me. So what's the answer for that? Well, if you look here, there's more holes. There's at least 2 more. So if you buy a second-hand version of this, take that plate off the other one and put it there and there, then you can get 4 more springs on you. And then if you're really clever, if you get another one, you can cut this in half altogether, but I wouldn't really recommend it, and put one in the middle. so you can get another spring on, yeah. So potentially, if you can buy these plates and springs, or just get a second-hand one of them, potentially there's 3 more springs on there, on either side, 6 more springs, yeah. And this has become really bad. And that's what I'm going to do next. I'm looking out for a second-hand one of them, and I'm going to make this stronger, yeah. Because remember people, we're training at home, we're always trying to make a difference and make it better. But don't ever underestimate this machine again, yeah. It's a chest expander, it's a lat machine, it's a fly machine, it's a bench press, everything, you name it, it's everything in that one machine, yeah. Next time you go on holiday, just take this. It's all you'll ever need. Keep training.